Howdy, 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 my name is Anachi Sasuke, and welcome back to Let's Read Homestuck. This was going to go up last night, but I didn't get around to recording it because of reasons. So, in the last episode, Jake did a doof, and Jane got upset, and now she's going home. Just look at that upset face with that nice abscond. Good lord, all my friends are being disasters. Well, looks like it's just us. Party night with G-Cat and Fafetta. Fafetta? Ah, dang it. Hey, I could have used some support there. Where was all that profound shipping expertise when we really needed it? Usually I can't barely shut you up, girl. Maybe you just clammed up at all the drama? You'd have loved that pun. The one I just said about the clams. Scritch, scritch. Purglub. It's okay. You had enough drama in your lives. You deserve some rest. Good night, sweet princess. So, G-Cat. I guess that just leaves the two of us. Wow, this is great. You gonna behave yourself? Not do anything too, vexing or Cheshire Cat-y? I hope? Oh, motherfuck. There she go. What? G-Cat, why? G-Cat, why? Okay, well, Jane's going to Ollie Outie. Ollie's Outie. I assume that's a ball of her being angry. That's a giant skeleton creature. That is a ball of her being angry. But it's fizzling out. Message from probably Caliborn. Crocker! Hey, it's me! Remember me? What the? Tmut. Oops, oh no. Hold shift nostalgically. Tmut. Yes! Oh, you have got to be kidding me! You are the absolute last person I want to hear from right now! And the bottom of the list is pretty competitive territory at the moment. Don't be like that, you stupid earth cow! How are we supposed to be becoming friends if you recoil from my olive branch? Like I'm flailing a withered mummy's severed limb in your direction. I don't want us to become friends. We all thought you were gone for good, and we liked it that way. Please don't tell me you found a second wind of petty trolling in you. Hey, I don't troll. I jeer. Get it right. Trolling's for losers. Losers specifically who are trolls. Whatever. And what's with the ugly green text? Reading your malformed sentence fragments was unpleasant enough as it was. I borrowed it from my sister, and shut up, it looks great. And is no uglier than you, who I can now see with ease, for the record. Whom you can see more on, and no you can't. Calliope said you couldn't see us at all in our game session, so I think you're lying. Am I really? When right now I'm looking at a homely female in dumb blue pants, skulking in a gray place, typing on a computer with a strange human face. Oh dear God, why? My power has grown considerably since I last jeered you. I've made remarkable strides on my sacred journey towards important adulthood on this bullshit planet, which used to be your home. I have found many keys and unlocked many holes, and now I can see more and learn more than you could ever fucking dream. How wonderful for you. I don't care how all-seeing and all-powerful you think you are. If your intent is to waste my time with more of your pitiful bullying, you're out of luck, because that is exactly not the sort of crap I'm in the mood for today. Toodaloo! Wait! I think I got off on the wrong foot. How about we gnaw that one off and start over? I was trying to pay you a compliment. Huh? My people aren't meant to like anybody, get it? I mean, not the way humans do. We don't have the human emotion called love hacker, and we spontaneously start mashing keys when we are forced to even type the word. All our relationships are dictated by the miracle of hatred. So when I use bad words towards you, that's just me saying things to try to know you better. Like, socially, as a friend. So when I say you're ugly, which you factually are, I mean that from my perspective of being normal and not a shitty alien, to say that you are actually attractive in an unpleasant way to my brain. Nope, that makes very little sense. Fuck. Try using your supposedly better smartness than mine, and think somewhat laterally about, like, fucking culture that isn't yours, you dumb bitch. Yes, I see it all too clearly now. You're really quite the charmer. No, come on. Dumb bitch is another great compliment, in the same vein as that which I just described. It's a term of endearment I used to talk about girls, who in my view have managed to avoid being utterly beneath my personal acknowledgement. This isn't complicated. Uh-huh. So you're actually trying to claim that you find me attractive from the alleged bad means good point of view of your hate-driven species. Definitely. I'm not joking around, Crocker. I've unlocked a bunch of your screens and spent a lot of time watching you while thinking just the dirtiest thoughts. Ew, you pig. The other female, too. Let's not forget your squad's backup, bitch. How nasty is she? Just so foul. And the things you get up to with one another. Oh, my. Need I even cite the altercation with your puffy slumber loaves? Excuse me? My compliments in particular on your colorful undergarments while bouncing up and down on the soft human sarcophagus. Oh, that's just great. The one time we had a generic girly pillow fight and it turns out some pervert was watching us. I think I need a shower. Assuming I can ever take one again in peace. Don't worry, you can't. But seriously, Jane, can I call you Jane? Bitch, listen. You are one grody harlot, which means good, bad things to me, let's remember. When I unlocked you, I don't know, maybe I've changed. Or maybe just you, since you turned older, but you've really filled out since I last saw you before. What? Really? Hell yes! I do enjoy a meaty bitch with a little clout. What do you mean exactly by clout? Oh, I think you know, when physical portions of the bitch kind of jut out exuberantly. Do you mean... Why am I even having this conversation? I just have a weak spot for the above-average heft of your parts, which wobble the most. Now do something nauseating for me to watch. I want to see a tawdry act of hardcore schmaltz. See that rock over there? Pretend it is the other insolent bitch. Act a little nervous with your idle hand. Graze one of your more bulbous locations incidentally. Then ask the rock if it wants to fall in love. What? No! Are you insane? I don't care where you are, whatever the hell it is you unlock to spy on me. You aren't allowed to sit there all day leering at my boobs. You're what? 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 Wait, what were you talking about? No, tell me what those things you said are. I'm so enticed. Screw you! Tell me what you were getting at with all that. The stuff about clout and my bulbous locations. I was just saying, my taste prefers when the buxom shrew's physique puts a healthy dent in space-time. Space-time? I like how salty it is when a bitch grows out of her skeletal phase and her frame really begins to challenge the horizontal dimensions. What? When the female rump starts getting more mileage out of its wideness attribute, more bang for its boom buck, it excites me better. When bitches punish the ground with each megalithic footstep. Shut up, I'm not fat! Jane, bitch, I have new orders. You will strip to the scanty pair of party pants and the cloth chest piece which you wear under those plain rags. Then find a naughty patch of mud and roll around in the mud like an earth pig, flaunting for me your slippery and swollen porcine physicality, and maybe grunt some decadent poems through your snout about some shit-face you adore. Oh, yes. That would be wretched. Go fuck yourself. Wait, don't shut me out. Remember what I said about our different cultures or whatever? Have a fucking open mind, Jane. I made you a present for your birthday, whatever that actually is. See, I'm making an effort to understand your customs, maybe half of the goddamn way. Ah, cripes. What is it? A sublime artistic portrait. Remember how I said my power was growing with each day? This applies as well to my prowess as a draftsman. Oh, goodness, no. You poor delusional thing. I don't care what progress you think you've made. You will never be a good artist, dear. Horseshit. My illustration is stunning. It is nearly a photographic representation of your odious milkshake. Now, park the industrial load of freight you declare a bottom and feast your eyes on my fucking excellence. Let's see what it looks like. That's not a picture at all. I believe I have chosen the perfect shape for you. It is described in certain circles knowledgeable of the arts as a circle. I'm very pleased with how faithfully it has captured the obscene rotundity of your magnificent carriage. Truly a spitting image of the Crocker bitch. Now listen carefully. You may learn something. The masterpiece aficionado will notice how I achieve this highly advanced and difficult shape. What most gifted artisans will tell you is that circles are basically fucking impossible to draw. Trust me. It's like a paradox, a shape without angles. What? So I fucking cheated. I navigated the irrational parameter by making a lot of easily understandable, totally logical marks, forming a whole bunch of little right angles. The cheating part happens when I do this a lot, so it goes in a round direction. This one came out well, I think, but there's room to improve. I've theorized that if I keep making bogus circles like this while drawing more and more angles, but smaller, so small that you can't seeing them, that the illusion of the circle will be complete, and people will believe in the fake circle, like a bunch of suckers. I mean, nobody has thought of that circle strategy. I think I'm the first at this idea, and the best at it already. People think I'm dumb, especially the voice in my head. And they may be right about me being dumb, but when it comes to the special way I do things, which is always actually the perfect way, I am a genius! There go them eyebrow twitching. This is the most pointless and incomprehensible load of drivel I've ever read. Your portrait is every bit as abysmal as I was expecting, and for the last time, I am not fat! I think your claims of attraction to heavyset women, which you present as flattery, is an obvious ruse to get me to feel insecure about my appearance, and it isn't going to work! Oink! Shut your stupid face! This birthday is so awful, I can't stand it. Why is everyone treating me like shit today? What did I do to deserve this? You were... Wait, what's the conjugation associated with a human birth? Is it human birth? You were human birth. Shut up! I'm done humoring your perverted adolescent mind games. Tell me what happened to Calliope. Calliope! We want you back! Please come back and spare us from this lecherous nincompoop. Calliope, why doesn't this work? Saying her name only wakes her up if she's alive. So your hog face can snort the dirty syllables all at once. Hell, I'll even give you a hand. Calliope, wake up, sis! Ha ha! Whoops, she can't. The bitch is dead. I don't believe you. No, it's true. I got somebody to stab her a lot. Then I stole her blood from my letters. No, that can't be. That can't be true. I refuse to believe even you would do something so terrible. Jane bitch, your preposterous female emotions are going bananas again. Settle down and listen to my boy reason. Do not make me demonstrate the veracity of my facts yet again. That saccharine tramp is such a goner, she's never coming back. Just like your dapper human guardian. What? What do you know about my father? Where is he? He's fucking dead is where. You're lying again. Tell me what you know. God, I'm trying to. My facts are having difficulty penetrating your hysterical attitude. Listen to me very close. He was captured by an agent soon after you began your quest. He was then put in jail on Durst. Okay, so he's on Durst then? Bitch, you aren't paying attention. Do you know anything about the prison system on Durst? It isn't like the soft time you do on Prospect. I bet you never spent any time in the joke they call a slammer there, let alone Durst. And I suppose you have? I was not very well behaved. I did more than my share of time, chained to the wall of a cell. Like I wasn't so used to that. I was like, do your worst. And then they did. Durstites do not treat their prisoners good to say the least. I was only able to survive the brutality due to my exceptional constitution, and even to some extent my ability to enjoy anguish. But your pathetic, frail, human dad is a different story. There's no doubt at all that he is dead by now. No, don't say that! Shut up! You really should believe me. I've unlocked many of his screens just like yours. You should see how they treated him. The horror he experienced must be difficult for a human girl to imagine. Perhaps I should capture one of the visuals and show you firsthand. You bastard! I said shut up! His agony was magnificent, and very long-lasting. You see, he was a VIP. A very important prisoner, so they gave him special treatment. Under such cruel circumstances, I believe he would have traded his favorite hat for a swift end to his hilarious suffering. Stop it! But it was so wonderful and great to watch. Between your father's demise and his daughter's epic posterior looming large on my video displays, I really must thank your entire family for hours of scandalous enjoyment. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Fuck you, he's not dead, my dad's fine, I'm not fat, and I hate you, I'm never talking to you again, and stop watching me! Keep absconding. Nice abscond 2 times combo. Sad jump. DD examine sleazy Durside rag. Okay, let's see what's in the news today. The inquiring Carapassian. Jail gate. Diplomatic gridlock. White shell mendacity at all-time high. No surprise here. The Arc Agent is dominating the headlines yet again. Already approaching day 154 of this debacle. It's a big day for your kingdom. Hard to believe it's here already. Time sure flies when you're being smooth and well-dressed. The article covers the usual tedious politics surrounding the negotiation of his release. After weeks of posturing and grandstanding, Prospect's terms have been bargained down to a polite apology signed by the Condess herself. Or those were the terms you were last aware of. You checked to see if there have been any further developments. Yeah, just as you thought, she refused those terms. Prospect then countered with a new offer. The apology no longer has to be polite. No way she cottoned to that proposal either. It's quite obvious to you what's going on here. The White Queen was never really taking this negotiation seriously. She's been submitting frivolous proposals which she knows perfectly well the Condess will refuse on principle, daring her in front of the whole kingdom to swallow just an ounce of pride to get her agent back. This makes her look petty in the tabloids if she refuses, which was always inevitable, because as everyone knows, a queen is a vain creature, even alien sea queens. And you thought the kingdom was locked in a stalemate before new management took over. The press has run the story so far into the ground you can barely bring yourself to keep up with it anymore. Sensationalism at its finest. Not that you're really itching to see Nora get his old job back. Talk about a high-strung boss. The time in the clink should do him good, like a forced vacation with accommodations nearly on par with a 5-star hotel on Durst. Frankly, things run much smoother around here without him blowing a gasket every other day. Though you will say you could really use his expertise as a pencil pusher. You never knew anyone who could file paperwork quite like Noir. Sure, he complained bitterly about his desk job, but in truth he was always a reluctant savant of bureaucratic procedure and red tape. Now you're getting buried in all these damn tax forms and parking tickets. Maybe we should have them shuttled to his jail cell in Prospect so he can catch up. You have a feeling the Prospective authorities would be willing to oblige. Actually, that's such a good idea you can't believe you didn't think of it sooner. You have to get droll on that pronto. Observe the nobles. You step over to your cubicle of fenestrated walls, which you had replaced since the prince trashed the old ones. You ordered the droll to sneak off to one of their worlds and whip up some fresh ones with a few alchemical upgrades while he was at it. The droll isn't really the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's certainly the most versatile. Also the most eager to please. If you have to watch his happy umbrella dance one more time, you swear to God. That was a black day for Durst when the prince went rogue. Well, not rogue. That's a bad choice of words. Why did the damn moon girl have to be a rogue? Cornered you into that pun every time. And it wasn't actually a black day either per se, since on Durst a black day is actually a good day. Everyone's a pretty big fan of black around these parts. The point is, everything went to shit. You like to think you taught those seditious brats a lesson though, what with the miles, their inescapability, etc. And it's a good thing you taught them a lesson when you did, because the next day the Condess had new orders for all agents. Engaging the nobles was thereafter strictly forbidden. No more sabotage, assassination attempts, any of that good stuff. Not until the heiress's wriggling day. Then all bets are off. Who's the heiress and what's a wriggling day, you asked? The heiress is the maid, okay, you said? And her wriggling day? That's just her birthday but phrased in alien. Like the anniversary of the day she was spawned with cake and all that jazz. Come on, use your brain. Alright, got it, you said. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Your guess is the orders came down from her boss, who from what you've gathered is even more of a head case than your presently incarcerated superior. When she starts kicking up a fuss, yelling at people, forking any poor slob unfortunate enough to make a misstep while grooming her hair, you know too well that's the frustration of an exasperated first officer. Would almost make you feel sympathy for the witch if you, like she, weren't clinically psychopathic. She's never copped to it. But you just know she's got some schemes on the side. Every good right hand is going to have something up its sleeve. Some sort of contingency plan the boss doesn't know about. Trust you on that one. She's cooking something. It probably has something to do with the new prisoner she reeled in. You don't know what she wants with the girl yet, but she's always got something cooking. Or baking, whatever. The point is, the woman spends a lot of time in the kitchen. Check on the prisoner. Speaking of the new prisoner, you wonder how the old one is doing. You're not going to check on the new one. She's out of your jurisdiction. Like you said, the witch has her schemes. Whatever they are, you're going to leave that alone. You're more curious about the status of the fellow you captured 153 days ago. You take a stroll through the Durst penitentiary, whatever, jail. This is where the Gen Pop is housed. For inmates, life is usually unpleasant and short down here, but the moment you laid eyes on the human prisoner, you knew you could never in good conscience lock him up in the dungeons and gulags with the common thieves, tax cheats, and parking fee delinquents. That would be a crime worse than those committed by all those inmates combined. No, A man of such distinction and strong fashion sense needed special accommodations. A cell reserved for very important prisoners. Proceed to solitary confinement suite. Going up. The prisoner appears to be doing well. You ask if you can get him anything. Coffee? A newspaper? Additional smoking apparatus? He indicates that since he lost his wallet, he's been running low on pipe tobacco. You say you'll see to it at once. While this is a maximum security suite that is virtually impossible to escape from, you've made it clear to all personnel that anyone who harms a hair on this man's head will have to answer to you. They are all very fortunate that his head doesn't seem to have any. But god damn is he good at shaving. You're not afraid to admit your envy when it comes to his prowess with a straight edge, not even to speak of his natural ability to grow whiskers in the first place, the lucky stiff. Ask what prisoner is doing. No need to ask, you can plainly see he's conducting some rather serious business with his mobile device. The network restricts access to within DIRS only, so he can't contact nobles and do anything sneaky, but at his request, you set up a kingdom-wide network to trade online tips with other DIRSites pertaining to his interests, notably fashion. In the week since his arrest, the captive has become something of a celebrity on DIRS. His impeccable sense of business-like attire has taken the kingdom by storm, and now trends feverishly among social networking groups. Okay, there's only one social networking group, but it's trending feverishly in that one. You can't say you've been totally impervious to the craze yourself, nor can you say you weren't shamelessly complicit in promoting it. Hell, you can't even say you didn't mandate certain dress code modifications throughout the kingdom and force under penalty of death. Nope, can't really say you can say any of that stuff. Hat liker. At all. Help! Need help! State business? I'm very concerned. Tell me what is wrong. Yes, hat liker. We're here for you. I sat on my favorite hat! Wait, why am I reading this? None of this matters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that literally none of this matters. Oh, okay, apparently the Condestable's reading it. Yo, I can't deal with this prissy hat chat anymore. Public works my ass, what a waste of royal gold. All of them change status to bowing. This is what I get for letting all proper dudes run shit instead of nasty clowns. The dignitary changes status to doffing hat. As a dignitary, I want my ring back, motherfuck. Years in the future. Mine is several. Examine Wizardfic Journal. Wizardly Herbert. Open to a random page. What? See, I feel like I should be trying to read these things, but between the hat conversation and the fanfic, it seems like it's not important, but it probably is important. Wait, what did it say the name of this was? Wizardy Herbert. Okay, so that's probably bootleg Harry Potter. Okay, so they're playing Capture the Flag. Douchey smile. Slinus Marvelvort. Jump ahead a little. Sports! Yeah, it's literally just bootleg Harry Potter. Skip to the end. Okay, so that happened. Doing to write whilst drunk. You decide to take your own advice. You'll just wait a few hours to sober up before continuing your hero's metatextual adventures through an even crappier wizard fic than your own, which you yourself wrote anyway. Contrary to what your loyal readership of Zero may believe, being impaired is not actually constructive to the process of engineering awful prose. Well, it looks like your alien pal wants to say hi anyway. Might as well pass the time chatting with her. Okay, so this is probably a good time to stop for this episode, if for no other reason than to have enough time to post it soon. So, this has been Let's Read Homestuck. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, a like and a subscribe would be groovy. If you didn't, you don't need to do either one of those things. So I will see y'all in the next one. Later.